Ah. Man, come on. Best out of 3. Oh, I went with my recommended deck again. No, I like the other deck better. This one's fine, but my recommended deck is better. Mm-hmm. Let's go 8-6. Oh, I don't think I'm going to win this one. Ah, draw. All right, one last match. We can do it this time. What? No addict. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I do like this custom built deck that I have a lot. Oh, what? See, how does 8 and 6 make any sense? Even if you count the ace as a 10, that would be 16, and that would only be 14. So I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it'd be weird. Red wins. We can do this. We can do this. I promise it's the last round. Oh, and I want recommended again. Dang, damn it. I do like that other deck better. It's got more double 8s, which is really nice. Yeah, let's go. Okay, this is new. Okay. Oh, let's go 8-6. Let's go 9 in the middle. We win. Still no card. Ah! Jerk. Absolute jerk. I have beaten this guy like a bunch. I finally beat the guy that was down here in the Albigan Quarter. Man, his deck was a pain to beat. I literally had to build a custom deck to be able to beat his deck more often than not. And then the guy in Ablithia's Spire, Azizla, who is over here somewhere. Yeah, he was right there. He had the 4 cards. I won all 4 of his cards. So if you look at my inventory, look at all of this. Look, I'll show you. I have 4 Pordola cards, right? So if you only win a card 1 out of like 5 times, and I have 4 Pordola cards, and I still had some of his other cards as well, it's ridiculous. He kept giving me wrong cards. It's driving me up a wall, but it's all right. I'll have to go back and beat this guy again in the future. We're gonna clear all the triple triad cards out. We're gonna do it. It's not the stream for tonight though. We have other things we have to do. So triple triad stream. You know where the value is. That's really the selling point of Final Fantasy XIV as a game. Is triple triad. So huge thanks to Lalaki for getting me the other pieces of this armor. I was wearing the chest piece last week, and I wanted the rest of it, and Lalaki helped me out. Justana helped out a little bit of that as well. And then I dyed the sword and shield white, just so it was more silvery to kind of match the rest of it. But we are here. We are at Endwalker. This is the beginning of Endwalker, the beginning of the end, which is crazy. because it has been such a massive and long journey. There are a few friends who will not be around tonight, so say hello and hi to them in the chat for when they watch this on a stream, and not on the stream, when they watch this not live. And if you haven't given the stream a like, it would be appreciated, but only if you actually like the content. If you don't like Triple Triad, then don't like it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So I think I strongly agree with the sentiment that you shouldn't like content if you don't actually like it. Now, where is Graha? Graha, you are great. However, I'm going to dismiss you for now because we don't need to have too many minions running around while we're trying to save the world. So, right? Streamer privilege? It's probably because I was playing Triple Triad a whole bunch earlier, which is a great thing to do when someone is watching very long cutscenes, is just go play Triple Triad in the background. So I gave a little bit of a warning on the Discord, but I'll give another follow-up here. And that is that my voice is a little bit rougher than normal, and so I don't know how long it's going to hold out tonight, but if it ends up being a slightly shorter stream, that's okay. We're just starting off. You don't need to go too crazy. But I'm really excited because in watching the Endwalker trailer over and over again, there's a lot of locations that I'm guessing where things are, and there's that really colorful, like super tiered place that I'm like, I have no idea what this is. I don't know where this is. Why is Thancred and Urianje here? Y'shtola is a boss, and I look forward to her kicking the doors down in the forum and kicking everyone's butt, because that's just what she does. And Alfredo is a sage, so he can go pew 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 now, which I guess he always could kind of, pew pew from his book, but it's a little bit different when you have actually floating guns pew pewing, but it's awesome. So it's about time he had an upgrade from his little book. Those who are brought within close proximity to the towers are tempered into serving Garlemald and forced to summon lunar primals. But even having understood this, we are yet to uncover what the Telophoroi wish to achieve by all this. Are the towers purely for strategic advantage, or do they serve some other purpose? It's kind of just a quick recap of where things are at. So, whatever it is my father and the forum are hiding, I am determined to get to the bottom of it. 4, like the number 4, sha, like don't sha, no, for sure no. Much and more have we discovered of the Telophoroi's machinations since Thancred and I did return from Garlemald. Verily their troops doth appear to have been tempered in much the same manner as those engaged in the construction of the towering edifice in the capital. Yeah, the question is, what is that spiky tower for? So I don't understand. Let me pop out the chat so it's a little bit easier to see over here. What is that tower's purpose? And okay, and here's the other thing. I thought that finally getting to watch the Endwalker trailer, something would be revealed about the stinking moon. And there was one thing revealed, and that's that somehow, some way we end up on the stinking moon. But what does that have to do with anything? Why is the moon red? Why is it so big? Is it turning into Bahamut? Is the moon also made from Allagan technology? Do we have multiple moons that are being spawned? Why does Xenos care at all? Why do we go to the moon? I have way more questions, and I thought that I'd finally get something, which I guess I did, but it just wasn't what I was expecting, because no. I was like, what's the deal with the moon? The moon has been driving me nuts for so long. When Arnvald tried to free the Amalja, oh, we already talked to him. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're just getting a recap. I think I talked to most all of them at the end of the stream last time, so we'll jump in. So, people who scream trailers are spoilers make me laugh for this very reason. They're spoilers and they're not spoilers. They're spoilers for how unspoily they are. I need more. Oh, that's right. We always get new gear when we start. Man, I got all this glam, and I'm probably about to change all of it, right? I totally forgot about that. Remember Tataru gave us the, adventuring gear before we went to the first? Jake, do you have some time to talk? All the time in the world. I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. So here's the actual recap. Moon's haunted. Time to shoot it down. They don't reveal jack squat, they just tease things. If you don't like being teased, don't watch. It's definitely a teaser for sure. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all that we hold dear. Already, these towers have been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. Lunar summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close to rescue anyone. Okay, so here's something to note, though. They are called Lunar Bahamut and Lunar this and Lunar that. Now, it could just be because it's like the dark form, the dark twisted, the lunar version. Or we have noticed that the ether in the land is being, like, absorbed by these towers. What if the moon is also a super source of ether that is being drawn somehow, and then we go to the moon to absorb it ourselves and then become Super Saiyan and take over everything? Because we are the rightful ruler of all of Eorzea. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. For now. But after what happened to Arnvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats remain close to home, are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Yegalvis, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an ever-deeper pit of chaos. Yeah, it's just like, his record is just amazing. He's accomplished so much in the short time that we've known him. This guy is a doer. If you need a leader for your company, call him up. He's a great CEO. He gets things done. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession. But that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not rent by... Hang on. The air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered. With nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. Splashing water everywhere, causing problems. Hang on a second. No, Ree, my comment about the spoilers being non-spoilery was in response to your comment about it not having spoilers, I think, I hope. But either way, I totally get it and agree. I like watching just the trailer. Now, I don't like to watch all the expansion teasers, but just the trailer leading up to the actual expansion is great, and definitely something that I enjoy and have enjoyed doing, especially because it helps kind of give an idea and confirm what role it is that I want to play in that next expansion. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. Forshano said no. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Sharlayan. I am sure of it. Sharlayan. Master Forshano's comments regarding the final days were curious, to say the least. The Forum knows more than it's letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mrs. Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Limsa Laminsa, and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. On arrival, present yourselves as Associates of the Students of Baldesion, come to assist with the Order's restoration. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. Hey, just tell everyone that Estinian is the older brother. I'm eager to see it, of course. We should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you all a safe journey. We had that at the end of ARR. You've actually had that twice now, where we took off on an airship and everyone was there waving. Look at the whole squad. All right, squad, where we're dropping. This new music, man. It's been so long to get new music. So long. Has this whole place been emptied out? Because we recognized last time that none of the Scions were here because they were off helping to fight the Primals. So literally, there is no one left except FME. Safe journeys, and please do be careful. Well, and, you know, what's his face inside the Solar, who hasn't budged in so long. He's literally like taken up residence in there. What does he think? He's the new Minfilia or something? Get out of here. They need New Game Plus to... Whoa, there's a lot of people here. Hello, everyone. They need New Game Plus to allow you to run through duties again. It's so tilting that you can't redo duties. It's driven me nuts so many times, especially when making the cutscenes and everything. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, do I have... I do have party mode. If somebody needs an invite to the party, let me know, and I'll throw them an invite, so. The Shadowbringers role quest? Oh, for all the different other ones. Yeah, I have to do so many levels, so. Solo duties? I thought that the solo, like, story solo duties, you had to, well, oh, okay, yes, if you do need New Game Plus, but don't you have to, like, play the entire expansion again rather than just being able to pick and choose and be like, I want to do just this duty, I want to do just that duty. Okay, we're gonna run there. We're not gonna teleport. Oh man, hang on, you know what? We're actually taking 2 seconds. We're just gonna check out some of the outfits in this area. It is Limsa after all. There's always sussy behavior going on here. Sussy behavior. But we haven't actually just like glam reviewed for a while. Okay, that's cool. That's the Exarch gunblade. We looked at that for a while. We got an angelic frog. Very pretty. Giant glowing axe. Oh, look at how bright all that gear is. This is that stuff that you have to go and get all of the different materials and level up relics and all the stuff that I never mess with. Never mess with. All right, let's go. Charlayan awaits. No time like the present. Yeah, I was just saying for duties, it'd be really nice to just be able to say, hey, you know that first duty in the Shadowbringers expansion, I want to do just that one. But instead you have to like start New Game Plus and run through everything, go through all the conversations, go to all the places, re-talk to everyone. It's like, no, I'm not really interested in doing all that. Hiya! I don't need to buy a ticket. I'm here myself. Hi, Mari. Wait, have I given everyone a hug yet? I don't think I gave Orwin a hug. Come here. Come here, Orwin. Get your hug. Oh, Lolaki, I like the new backpack. That's for the Dawn Trail expansion backpack. So, I already packed for the trip. I have packed nothing. I'm expecting Tataru to take care of all of that. I never thought the day would come when I'd be sailing home again. It always seemed so very far away. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. It is a rare experience for most Ishgardians. Yeah, I thought you're mostly used to riding on dragons' backs. I shudder to think what manner of truth awaiteth beyond the indigo deep. Still more do I dread the prospect of discussions long overdue. Contrary to what you might think, this will be like going home for me as well. I may have learned how to survive in Limsa Lominsa, but it was in Charlayan where I was taught, quite recently I might add, the skills to properly live. And apparently it has very good bread. Like the best of breads. Though part of me looks forward to returning home, I've not forgotten that my father stripped us of the privileges of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. What a grim reason to bring you to Charlayan. Not much can be done about it, I suppose, but I would like to give you the grand tour under happier circumstances. It's okay. I might have lived in Master Matoya's cave for a good part of my life, but even for me the thought of returning to Charlayan is quite exciting. I can hardly imagine how it is for others who lived most of their lives there. And her excitement is, yes, this is very exciting. I just can't see Y'shtola being like, oh, wow, this is amazing! You know, the straight anime character who's always just like freaking out over everything. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage and the fee is non-refundable. So you're going and whether I have to pack you in a crate or not. The ship for Charlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Oh, well, we didn't pack anything, so goodbye. Our retainers, we're leaving them behind. Oh, the nighttime vibes? We usually left for trips super early in the morning. So we had like the whole day to travel.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Oh, how fancy, Thancred. Schedule? What are you, British?
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
It all comes full circle.
'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
What can I say?
Really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
He's quite opportunistic.
Will this be your first visit to Charlayan, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Just call me Estinian.
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Ah, I could get used to that.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Little Lord Alphino. That's what we have to refer to him from now on.
Better.
You okay, Tataru?
You're right, Tataru. You seem positively distraught.
Are you sad that everyone's leaving again and you're here by yourself?
Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Aww. She came with us to Kugane. Or at least she showed up later at Kugane, but I think that there might be an opportunity to bring her along on a future adventure. I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise. Well, we've talked about how we should make promises we can't keep. But it's still nice to say anyway. We'll bring them back. We are a paladin after all. That's our job.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh no! We made a promise. Now we have to keep it.
You're still here.
Hori! Coltine! What brings you all this way?
It's not Coltonet, it's Coltonet, all right? We've been saying it right this whole time. You're the one saying it wrong.
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Oh, be careful.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Well, that's nice of you.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
Oh, there's a bunch of other people going too. So we're just gonna mingle in with the crowd.
It's time.
In much fancier armor. Maybe we should have switched
Then
to,
we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
We probably should have switched to, like, plain traveling clothing. Not stand out too auspiciously.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
Too cute. You be careful here. I think more of the danger is here than over there. You gotta deal with lunar primals, and you gotta deal with the Telophoroi, and Xenos, Fandaniel. We're the ones gonna go party on the other side of the world.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown.
Oh, is this Xenos?
A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
That's not Fandaniel. His voice is much higher.
Which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
All the cliches.
Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Not Xenos and not
In the depths
Fandaniel.
where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Okay. In the depth where souls and stars. So it's not Xenos or Fandaniel. Definitely sounds like a, It's always the Asians. Always. That wasn't the voice of, what's his name? From Shadowbringers. Here. Feel. Is Heidelin talking to us again? There's a lot going on right now, Hugh. There's a lot going on right now. We got Heidelin showing up in physical form, saying the fate of everything rests on our hands. We got...
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
We were woken up. Not our fault.
Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Throw back to the 1.0 Limsa Laminsa opening cinematic. Oh, 1.0. We haven't seen that cinematic. But no, I was like, that voice sounds not as smooth for Emmett Selk. Is that Hydaelyn again? I'm a sucker for characters with white hair.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think.
Thank you, Ree.
And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Literally Hydaelyn. They literally named her. That's amazing. Why now, Hydaelyn? Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a really long time.
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer.
Because you're a mega primal? An ultra primal?
You've gained an understanding of what I truly am. What Hydaelyn has always been. A primal.
But like a higher level primal.
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world. And I was brought forth to bind him.
Look at the like almost Ascian mask, but those Ascian masks are similar to all of the Ancients masks, because all the Ancients have their masks too. That's kind of a connection I don't know that I'd really truly put together, was that the Ancients have their kind of face masks, but all of the Ascians have their face masks, and Hydaelyn has one of those as well, even though they're a little bit different. The question is, I don't think we've ever had answered what the apocalypse was that threatened the ancient world. We've never had that fully answered.
Yet 7 times now. Those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
Oh, so that's a part of why we did keep going. Interesting. I kind of like her blue eyelashes.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid.
Her eyes are so pretty.
Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine.
A conjunction between our time and Hydaelyn's?
Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Oh my, what promise is that? I feel like that promise wasn't made to us.
Charlian's just over yonder.
Don't look away, she might disappear.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
Oh no, I'll just stay and chat with you. That's totally okay.
We shall meet again, and soon.
Okay. Wow. We just had a full conversation with Heidelin. We have to know what is at stake. More than just Eorzea.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Not quite yet.
Then
We
let's
were
go.
a little bit busy.
Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
It's so true. They literally needed to change that music to questions because every time you hear it, you just get more and more and more questions.
The sleepers have arisen.
Dankred, do you just not sleep at all, ever?
There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
The music.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith.
Of course, he uses Sir
Forget not
Estinian.
the comrades who boarded this ship at your side. I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
We'll find answers! We'll finally get the answers! You sure we won't find more questions? I think Urianger, even if he had a brother, would probably use formal language, because that's just Urianger. We know that that's the case. The moon! What is with the moon? Oh man, we're here. We're here. Over 2 years of journeying. We are at Endwalker. No, I'll keep the music going. Oh.
The solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets.
It does kind of sound like Emmett Selk.
Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
How much paperwork do we have to do? Where's our passports?
Shalian orbit severed relations with foreign powers. Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
Nah, we're the Warrior of Light. They gotta let us in.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
But what is satisfactory? Asinian's like, I'm getting back on the boat.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Oh boy, we gotta lie our way
Crown
in.
has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration offices were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
What a good boy. The voices in our head keep getting busier and busier.
We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service.
Gone for
I was
100
assigned
years.
to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Brought a whole crowd with you, didn't you?
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And
Quite
it
a
seems some few of
motley
your
crew.
companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
Ishtola. Urianger. Ujaner. Look at the painted nails. You don't see that too often.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
How fancy.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Not Levelures.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alizé Leveilleur.
Even though our father kind of rejected us.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Go careful. It's gotta be so hard.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Why are they troubled here? I thought that you guys were all peaceful
We shall
and stuff.
keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
So much paperwork just to get some people in through the door.
Name and occupation?
It'd be funny if she was to look us up and down Champion of Eorzea. Adventurer by trade, artisan, champion of Eorzea. Well, we definitely can't use artisan because our crafting skills are trash. If we had like a level 80 crafting ability, I would definitely go with that. Adventurer is true, but not exactly true. I think I'm gonna go champion of Eorzea just to see what she says, because I mean that can't be disregarded. It's not untrue. It's not saying that we're part of the Scions. We're not lying. You know, it's just like that's what they do. So hey, Silly Beans, how you doing?
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
Our cheerleader, Graha, our cheerleader. That is so adorable.
Adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates.
See, we should have gone with that.
Mention of this particular title, self-appointed.
Oh no, we should have gone with adventure.
Your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion.
Wow, we should have got adventure. We made a mistake.
Sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formerly, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Yo, I'm part of the Scions. You sent something?
If you'll allow me.
Hi, Kryl. I guess he was trying to figure out what to actually respond with. You could have just said he's an adventurer.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
A mercenary. An adventurer and a mercenary.
Mr. Spaldesian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
You do have to, you know, understand that way back when, Estinian was a little hot-headed. His conversations with Yazael usually leaned on the side of stabbing something with a spear, so he has definitely chilled out quite a bit since then. You're not gonna magically update the registry? We're all here.
Kryl, it is good to see you.
And then that's when everyone breaks out. We're all in this together.
Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear.
Sally Beans, that's way too good. A freelancer. That's hilarious.
There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Instead, he got the lowly title of mercenary.
Oh.
Good to see you again.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Thank you, Kryl. I want to know what the...
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Nice.
I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
That's cute. But if you were a Lala, when she looks you up and down, it's instead of like a look up and down, it's like a looking down on you. We're here. We're actually here. For a second, that name right in the middle, I don't know if it's too small for you to see, the way it was zoomed out, was like, I was like, what on earth is that name? Aldernerd in a word. Aldernwordwub. But it's two different names combined together. Hey, we made it! Celebrate with the Realm Reborn Red. Caritica is here too! Splatter everyone! We're all gonna be sticky! Hi, Caritica. With your fancy frosted tips. Welcome, welcome. Graha, thank you for sneaking us in. Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes? In fact, oh, but we should let Kryle have her say first. We can continue this conversation another time. We need the lore dumps, Graha. We need the lore dumps. I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? That's why he kind of froze as he was trying to figure out. He's not a smooth talker. That was about as awkward as expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. I'm fine. Honestly, better to be waved through with a stern warning than be denied entry after all. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Jake. May the wisdom of my homeland aid us in our endeavors. Even allowing for the years I spent in the First, passed here in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. They were in the First for a while, at least he was. You are doubtless eager to take in the sights. Not to worry, Jake. The city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. I don't know. You never actually know these days. But unfortunately, we can't get on a mount. How are we supposed to fly? We got a whole new area we gotta unlock flying in. This is ridiculous. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Horse, chestnut, weapon, coffer? What? We're gonna throw these down here. Weapon, one whose size possibly exceeds the dimensions of its container. Where are you opening it? We're opening it. High beryllium sword. Ah! Put our clothes on. Oh, okay. Whoa! Ah, you know what? For a bit, let's roll with it. Is this better gear than we have currently? Oh, it is. Yeah, well, let's just equip them. We can always glam them and come back later. And they're dyeable too? Oh. Wait a minute, so what does the dye change about them? This the hilt? It's actually really pretty white. Yeah, it changes like the coloring down the sides. But if you went like, oh wow, that dark purple, that looks so good with the lilac of the flowers. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll roll with the gear for now. We gotta blend in, right? Anytime you're in a new area, you gotta blend in. You gotta look like the locals. You mean it's better? Oh. I don't want to show you anything, Ree. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Jake and Estinian's first time in Charlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You may have the place you wish... You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get the bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldesayan Annex. How does that sound? Graha, will you be our guide? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Levieur estates as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise. A quick tour of the old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. Thancred always on the job. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. Oh, I hope it doesn't teleport us somewhere. Yeah, we haven't even, like, looked at the Aetherites or anything. I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. Probably gonna go find a book or something. Shadowbringers tombstone gear should definitely be better than this crafted stuff. This is just crafted stuff? We'll be doing this song and dance every expansion, like the beautifully shameful running joke. So you're saying that tombstone gear, have I gotten tombstone gear ever? I don't think I've ever gotten tombstone gear. Oh, Oh, you're talking like the stuff that you get capped at like the 2600 stuff. I think we did spend tombstones on our gear because when we were running through the patch content and we were doing some of the the Eden stuff, I think I ended up buying some of it. So augmented crypt lurker, yeah, looks. I did look at the augmented crypt lurker. I don't know that I bought any of it. So start with the new when they release max version. Oh, no, that's the poetics. Yeah. Okay, so is there a difference between... No, it's because it's the Tombstone Poetics. It's the same thing. I'm getting confused. I'm confusing myself over here. What of you, Astidian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. Now, Krau's gonna be our guide. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Oh, wow. All right, get out of here, Astidian.
But I could... Oh.
He is a slippery fellow.
Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours.
Oh, of course, if you would have me. Come, Jake. Charlian awaits. Because he's a good boy and will never leave. Shadowbringers Poetics gear will carry you for about 6 levels, leaving you free to glam. All right, well, let's take a quick look then. So this is all Exarch stuff then. And I don't know that Exarch was Tombstone stuff, so probably not. It's all 510 gear. 510, 510, 510. Yeah, see, this is 515. So we definitely need to go spend some Poetics. What is our Poetics at, actually? Do we see that in here? There we go. Oh, I need to grind some more then, 1400. I'll have to go get some more. I forget what I spent it on. But yeah. We'll definitely have to go get some more then. More company seals as well. I haven't even bought the car that everyone was talking about. I ain't fancy enough, so. Harsh's bow. Wow. Wow, it looks almost like a sea turtle shell at the bottom. I love the lilac feathers. All right, let's quickly, before I miss out, where is... Okay, so there's the Aetheryte Plaza right there. Can we just go ahead and attune to this thing? Maybe. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. We'll grab this, and then we'll head back. Because I'm sure the first place they're going to lead to is the plaza. So we'll go there first. Worldly Affairs Official. This is so awesome. The Thaliak Stoa, the Scholar. Limsa Lower Deck, so that's how we can get back if we want to. Journey's End. Tranquility. After you, my friend. I am more than content to follow your lead. Graha is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. In the event that you use an Aethernet, Grahatia will catch up with you so long as you remain in the same area. You can leave Grahatia behind, however, by entering a different area. You may also speak to him and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Graha accompany you again, return and speak with him. While he's accompanying you, While he's accompanying you, next try speaking with Kryl. Oh, cool. Oh, look at him. Best boy. Talk. Don't forget Mrs. Kryl, our worthy guide. Okay. Is Kryl gonna follow us too? All set? Then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusing enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Kryl's now accompanying you. Lead the 2 companions to the last stand and speak with Kryl at the designated location. This is so fancy! When you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of conversation. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate the bonus conversations. We've done something like this once before. We got a little party. What they don't know is that they have just been added to a much larger party that we've had for a while. Because we've been followed for a decent amount of time already. With all the unusual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an intrepid adventurer would be highly appreciated. I saw no reason why you couldn't undertake any tasks which pique your interest. You've all been cleared by the immigration officials, after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Charley in the same way it is in Eorzea. Oh, and they're individual. This place is called the Peristyle, and it is the first stop for cargo unloaded at the docks. You'll find the usual necessities for daily living and other imports vital to the running of an island nation, but also supplies that further Charlane's pursuits of knowledge, namely large quantities of books, specimens, and samples. Sorting these stacks certainly seems to keep the attendants busy. Oh, that's cool. Lalaki, you need me to pick you up? You good? We have yet to do, like, any of the actual hunts. I just don't want to leave without getting this aetheryte, so I'm going to grab it, and then we'll head back to the other conversation point here. Old Charlayan, new you. Oh, new to you. All right. So it looks like there's only 2 conversation points, and that's fine. We'll go hit this other one real quick. Now that is a sight one can hardly forget. The great statue of Thaliak, which I can't turn around to look at. As a student about the science. Did you knock? Okay. I thought my wife knocked. As a student about Asayan, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to this city. There we go. Now we can actually see it. Let's back up here so we can talk to Kryl. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlayans can, and do, worship the divinities of their choosing. Cool, a little bit of religious lore. He got long, flowing hair like me. He like me. He just like me for real. Yeah, I turned off the camera for a second because I was moving the headset, trying to hear if someone was knocking or talking, so I was trying to make for a better streamer experience, or a viewer experience, even when I disappeared. But instead, I concerned everyone. Where'd he go? Deacon! Deacon! Oh, this is some nice looking food trays. Cucumbers? Or is that squash? Or it's probably zucchini strips. Carrots, the fabled bread, eggs and ham, maybe? Look at all this good stuff. All right, so you said there were more than 2 conversation points, but I only see 2 on the map here. I assume there'll be more later after we go to the first spot. I think these are the 2 here, and then we'll get more afterwards. Also, Orwin, that was very hilarious. The 2 brain cells knocking together. I love that. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. The delicious bread you made. How can I put this? The food is, bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first, and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the food's insipid meals no longer. So he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost to the fine dining in Charlene, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I've ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Maybe you should get a burger then. Because you were a typical Charlayan when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when the time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on, though? The stairs on the side of the cafe will take us up to the Aetherite Plaza. Okay, so this is basically where you can come and do your roleplay dates. Oh, I like the triple layered serving dish with the tea. Oh, we got some shady business going on here. The box of goods or money. You have the look of an outsider. I have little or less time to discuss with foreign barbarians. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you wanna go? You wanna go? That's fine. We'll do it right now. We'll do it. Come on, stand up. Okay, you know what? All right, well, maybe we shouldn't get in trouble just yet. We'll hold off. We'll hold off getting in trouble for a little while longer. But eventually, we're gonna have to cause some stir. Harsh, are you hurrying us along? You're like, you're taking way too long, Jake. Oh man. If I wanted to waste way too much time, I would most definitely fish. Oh wait. There is an aetherite right up here. We're gonna grab it real quick. Mari's in a cutscene. Mari, who are you talking to? Fishing is so relaxing in this game. I mean, it's relaxing in most games. It's kind of the whole point of fishing. Except for real life. Real life fishing is the opposite of relaxing. It's terrible. I don't know why, but I get so stressed out because I think for me, the goal is to catch something, and I'm really bad at catching stuff. So instead, I just stress the whole time. You trying to trade me something? I don't have any. I'll give you the berries that somebody gave me at the end of last stream. I don't have any furniture for you. I'm sorry, Lalaki. I'm sorry, I have failed you. An unusual shape, isn't it? Like a nautilus shell. Why can't I gotta do better at these angles so I can actually see what people are talking about. I assure you, however, that it's perfectly functioning aetherite. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. There we go. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the Charlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. Oh, the discoveries are the reason Charlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of Allegan aetherites, that allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlayan's largest marketplace. To the Agora. All right, we got two places that we can chat. Harsh is already at one of them. Okay, so there's the Nautilus Shell Aetherite. I like the two bands kind of circling around. What is this building? Graha? The Confluence. Speaking of aetherites, those teleportation fees do add up after a while, which is why I tend to rely on the far cheaper ferry services. I was pleasantly surprised when Mistress Tataru informed me that the Scions are reimbursed for transportation costs as part of our duties, but I find old habits hard to break. That, and I'd rather not be bothered filling out the necessary paperwork. Well, hold on a second. We're not reimbursed. What are you talking about? What, Kryl? Have you been holding out on this the whole time? We gotta talk to Tataru. Where's my money back? That's the entrance to the Confluence. I have no doubt their expertise will prove useful at some point, so I suggest you remember the way here. Right? Right? Where's my reimbursement? I probably spent maybe 10,000 gil on aetherites. Oh. Wait, can we not attune to these? Are these not ready for attunement? No? Okay. 350 tickets? Where do you even get tickets from? Oh, whoa. I want to go downstairs in the basement. Look, there's more things you can attune to down there. Can we sneak through here? Nope. Thought those doors might lead back out, but I was wrong. Mark a board to buy some goods. The Agora. Oh. Free books. Actually, there's a place near us, a little downtown area that has one of those. I don't know if you have them near you, but they're like little mini houses that are almost like mailboxes. And it's basically like you take a book and leave a book. And so you can just trade books with just random strangers and leave a book that you like, and if you're not using books anymore, then yeah, it's basically a bookstall. This is awesome. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Charlean. I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Yeah, we actually have some of those around here in Georgia, which is really cool. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlean, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Well, on a more serious note, our next stop on our tour is one that has a particular reverence to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. All right, well, there's a discussion point on the way up, but is there any aetherite around here? Doesn't look like it. We have to go over to Aux Landing at some point. We're not gonna worry about that yet. We'll take the shortcut. Hiya! Don't mind us. I love that Kryl and Graha just jump after you. They just follow you. They're like, yep, if you're jumping, we're jumping. If your friends jumped off of a bridge, would you? I'm pretty sure that if we jumped off a bridge, Graha Tia would leap right after us. Graha, you definitely have cheeseburger. Yeah, the burger word was a little of a surprise for sure, so. Oh, I got the Crypt Lurker accessories. So I'm checking up on chat. Yeah, we got the accessories because they were very easy to pick up and not that expensive, I think. That was to get our level up. Okay, hold on. Oh, you can't get the car yet, so we'll have to get the car at some point in the future. I got a grind for MGP, people won't take long. You can do the fashion report on Fridays and Saturdays for a bunch. Yeah, Holo used to post the fashion reports and doesn't do those anymore, so I haven't done them in a while. Enjoyed the combat, at least. You can find these, you go through quest objectives, so keep checking. It's sort of refresh for each new quest objective. Zoom and enhance the little libraries. Oh, interesting. There's more of the little library things, so. MGP with Moogle tombstones, too. I have 8, and I have no idea. Is the event for the Moogle stuff happening now, or is that at some point in the future? I don't even think I ever finished the Valentine's quests. I just got the emote. These little decorative features are typical of Charlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is Nymphorum, an area dedicated to the blessing of water. For Charlayans, water resembles more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the Great Flood, which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Do you have, like, the Roman aqueducts? I don't see any Roman aqueducts, but... Is it snowing right now? What? It's literally snowing. It's winter here. Oh man, we gotta change outfits then. Hang on a second. We can switch over to this one. There we go. We're a lot warmer now. Oh, we glammed this. It's fine. We'll stick with that gear for a moment. Sinette, you have a cool... Whoa, Lalaki! Suddenly, Lalaki. This is the Nymphorum, a monument built in tribute to water spirits known as the Nymphi. Seems rather fitting for a city that erected a tower statue of the ruler of rivers, Thaliak, no? I like that name, Sinette. That's a very pretty name. All right, up the steps. How many triple triad cards am I up to? I think... Let's see here. Well, where do you see your total card number? Oh, there. 96 of 404. Man, 96. I'm so close to 100. I'm 4 away from 100. Now we gotta do that. We gotta do that. The only precipitation is snow here. I mean, Skyrim is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I just thought the snow would actually stick. Like, if it was gonna snow, I thought it'd be like in Ishgard. It's always snowing. But you actually see, like, piles of snow around. And this place doesn't have any, so... Very interesting, so... Hear a thud and... Wah! Like Mario. This grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and its duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. We got a photo bomber. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost hear its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying their view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fitting named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. There's no, oh wait, there might be a site log here, except we have to go find the person to talk to about site logs for this expansion, right? Are they in the city? Is there a place in here to get your site log for this expansion? Because this is probably a site log place, I would imagine. We need to come back up here though when it's like bright and there's no clouds, because right now we got nasty cloudy weather. Oh, it's not the site logs is not available yet? Oh, just like my progression through this. I was like, surely they've released it because the expansion is over. No auras. That's it. Charlayan's a disappointment. Auras? Auras? No auras. I could tell just by their height. I could tell just by their height. Ah. Thought that was maybe an outhouse we could sneak in. Use it real quick. I actually shall bop out early tonight and lurk. It's been a hectic week. I hope your throat feels better soon. Don't push yourself too hard. Thank you, Ree. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go for, I don't know, maybe another hour and a half tops. It's not going to be a crazy late night, so you're not going to miss out on too much. Have a good night. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon... Oh, good heavens gracious. Nyan Krempf built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Charlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from the House of Lelure. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldesayan Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path toward the Aetheryte Plaza. Correct. After you, Jake. So is this one to our left? Yeah, the Levelure estate. Oh my gosh, it's huge. All right. I think it's time we barge in and have a nice conversation with somebody. Knock, knock, knock. Open up. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, wow. They actually opened. Hello. This is very beautiful. Excuse me. This is the state of House Levelure. If you do not have an appointment, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Yes. Absolutely, of course. We will most definitely leave. We were just, Look over there! There's someone trying to break it through the door! Quick, shh! Nobody's noticing. Gotta go up here real quick and look around. Alright, I think we escaped. You're doing an awesome job. You look like Thancred with a bad haircut and a monocle. Alright, that door isn't gonna open. Oh, don't tell me these open up. Oh, they do. Wow. Wow. Alright, if I'm ever a millionaire, I want a house like this. I was not expecting those to open. That's amazing. I thought we were just gonna run straight into them, and then we walked right through them. Don't mind us getting our filthy mud-covered shoes all over this place. What? My lord, you would play a round of cards with this humble servant? Oh, I feel honored. However, it's with great regret that I must decline your offer. Oh, your mistress? Oh. The Fortuno lady? I mean, no, for, the Levelure. Levelure. Ow. These doors aren't going to open. All right, well, we've muddied the place up quite a lot, so if anyone has the paintbrush and want to just paint a nice symbol right here on the front, we could do that. Are you going to burn it down? I heard the flamethrower. Burn it down. No, no, no. We don't want the twins not to have a place. That would be sad. I was absolutely not expecting us to be able to just waltz in. Just waltz in, hang out. Oh. Don't interrupt the couple there. Moving along. Oh no, don't tell me we missed the rostra. No. We're going back if I did. I think I did. I don't remember getting it. Gonna get a handle on dinner myself. Have fun in the snowy old Charlotte. And take care, everyone. Have a great night, Orwin. You've not attuned. Told you. All right, we're going back up here. and we'll go this way and grab it on our long way round. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, they've got your house. Did you build your house in this style, Kritika? Oh, but we're gonna miss that. No, that's fine, because we'll get this, then we'll teleport back to Journey's End, and then we'll get the conversation. It's fine. It's fine. You ladies have anything to say? I'm surprised they're not more conversational, but I suppose they wouldn't want to talk around a stranger. We are one of those weird auras. Hi, Karinika. Here to tease me, the fact that I didn't attune to this one. Alright, now we got it. We're gonna check real quick up here and see if we can grab this porter. Can we sneak through here? We can. Okay. I don't know why this porter is important, but since we're up here. Lift operator. Are you going up or down? Looks down. I interest you in a chocobo porter. This is our first visit. We're not gonna learn anything more, but that's fine. Yeah, this definitely goes. Yeah, there's nowhere to go up, so it must go down. What's down there? Okay. Wait, so where's the chocobo go? Down? Can you take a chocobo just down an elevator? That would be very interesting. I'm not getting distracted. I'm trying to be more efficient with my moving around. That way we can take more chocobo porters in the future. I'm being semi-efficient. Yeah, I had to backtrack because I missed one, but at least I was aware of which one I missed and I could go back and get it. So a small side quest. That's all. I wonder if we can go into some of these houses. Kritika jumping around. Right, we crossed the bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back at the Aetherite Plaza. Charlene is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them? We're learning so much history. Uh-oh. Someone was trying to trade me something. Sorry. I have the white Witteret. I do not have Bismarck. And I do not have the calf. Okay, making sure you didn't try to sneak any gold in there. I got my eye on you, Karinika, all right? Got my eye on you. Push! Oh, sorry. Just kidding, lady. I would never shove your kid over into the water. I don't think you could even jump down there. This would be the place to do it, though. That's a good high dive spot. He said not to get lost on the Aetherite Plaza, but we're gonna cut across it. We're gonna get some minions along the way. I bet this place was crazy packed with people when the expansion first launched. Oh, we could have just teleported over here because we got this one already. That's all right. Yeah, I bet there were people all over this place. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldosian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive at the doorstep of Phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Insight with you then. Oh no! We still had one more. We could have... That's all right. We'll get it afterwards. That's fine. That's fine. I'm back, and I brought Jake and Raha with me. Tataru 2.0? Ah, you're right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. Nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Jake. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. We've heard nothing of you. Ojika? Ojika... Tsunjika. Ojika to Sunjika. Or more Sunjika. It's one of those like Japanese tune. Yeah. Ojika, Sunjika. It's been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Tsunjika, Administration Officer for the students of Baldesin. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. The champion of Eorzea has featured prominently in Kryl and Graha's reports, so for me, this is akin to seeing a fabled hero come to life. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Vows served as our main headquarters, of course. We often had occasion to visit Charlayan, whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations, and yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. I wonder if the colorful island is the Isle of Baldessian? Maybe? Is in this expansion, do we see the Isle restored? Somebody said that there was a side quest that we could do, that we would learn a little bit more about the students of Baldessian. At some point, like Lalaki, if you figure out what that side quest is, send it to me, because I think I want to do that before doing too much here. I didn't think we were doing that, so Eureka. Yeah, I don't even know how to do or where you start Eureka. But first, you must ensure that the Talaferoi fall. Through that door on the left is where the main hall. Through that door on the left there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Eureka starts in Kugane, okay. Is it a blue quest? Once everyone arrives, that is. You probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. Oh, she's showing the doors in the background. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. They're so nice. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon doze. When you're supposed to be studying. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often so busy with research, or exhausted from journeys abroad, that we would slip into the Andron and just steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word, and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Right? Raha definitely getting those cat naps. As long as the room is warm. All right, can we just walk outside? We can. We're going to sneak up here real quick and grab this other aetherite. I know we'll probably end up here later, but apparently there's been so many things in as I run face first into a tree. Oof. I'm going back into some other areas, and I like haven't explored them fully while flying around, and I've gotten into trouble for missing aetherites before, so I'm just gonna quickly grab this one. Make sure we don't miss it. And then we'll go grab the Triple Triad game. I wonder what you do when you hit 100, if you get like an achievement when you hit 100 cards. We got all the aetherites, yay! And then we can pop right back over here. Haha, I win, Harshafat. Faster than you. All right, we're definitely gonna check out these rooms. Ready for a nap? Well, maybe. Clean sheets and warm blankets await. Rest as long as you like. The Andron. Whoa. This place is so much fuller than all of the other ones we've been at. There's got a whole ladder in here. What's this ladder for? Oh, for up there. Look, they got a crate of just crystals. Just got a crate of... Oh, those are probably, like, attuning crystals. Not just ether. Telescope. That makes sense why there's the ladder here. Climb the ladder. Can we summon our friends from across the seas? Oh, plain long skirt. It is a very plain, very long skirt. That is indeed correct. The description was spot on. I bet if you actually like search the description on it, it'd be like, it is a plain long skirt. Whoa! Hello, little guys. And they glow too? Oh, these look evil. Those are some serious stabbies. Vajras. Level 50 rogue arm. I don't know that I'll actually sell those. I probably will because I haven't done rogue in forever. We'll get him back later. But I like that they're glowed too. So many crystals. But no food. Where's Graha to bring us food? Unending journey. Glamour dresser. This is what I wanted to look at though. What is that? Is it just a artistic rendition of Ifrit? Or is that like supposed to be Lunar Ifrit? Look at all the broken stuff underneath him. And he's holding like a black sun. That's definitely like the solar eclipse. It's like a horrible, or like an artist was told about Ifrit and then tried to draw him. Oh, wait, we fought that guy too. That guy from Heaven's Ward. That's some nice art. I forget his name. Guy with the horns. Did we have him as a mount? I think we might have gotten him as a mount. Behemoth? Is that Behemoth? That might be Behemoth. Yeah, it kind of looks like Behemoth. Okay, cool. Chalkboard so we can take notes. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that my retainers would have some furniture that I could give to Lalaki, but did not happen this time. Oh, I guess this is like bath, shower, and they got like spoons hanging up. I guess to like wash all of your utensils and stuff. Though there's no like cooking area. But good to know where we can get our fancy gear. I was wondering if there were any more pictures of spoily stuff, but nope. A home away from home. Craft away, Soltar. Odinak. Thank you, Lalaki. You ready to go, Graha? Do you have papers pasted on the walls of your room? It was not unusual for occupants to pin up notes or documents and such and then forget to take them when they went on their merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate, though. You might see complaints addressed to other members or a thank you card for the engrossing literature someone left behind. Yeah, it definitely was full of stuff. Beloved traditions that I should know better than to dwell upon. If we are to create a future for the students of Baldessian and so many others, we must look to the days ahead. Oh. Whoa! Malaki was right. Moogles and their Moogle king. Oh, that's him sending the Moogles down to Eorzea / to the planet, to the star. Right? They live up in the clouds in the heavens and they get sent down. This is Kugane. There's a whole section, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go back to the world map. So there's Garlemald, right? Isambard, we've been there once, but we haven't seen anything in between. But over here, with Hangashi and Othard, this whole area with all this white, and there's a giant monster thing here, and all this down here. We have not, like, explored any of this. Have we? I don't think we've explored any of this. We've gone to this little island down here with the crashed boats. We've been there. But we haven't been to this thing with the tree. I don't even know what that is. Maybe these jungles are where the Viera are? Yeah, we've been up here at the plains. I don't know that we've been into the mountainous area up there. There's a lot that we still haven't done. I don't think we've been over here where this volcano is. And there's a whole place there too. It's crazy. I thought for sure when we were doing the Stormblood expansion, we would go to where all these craters are and the giant red worm thing, but nope. Nope, haven't done any of that. You and Holo are here with you? Are you in the room? You're here. Oh, the Viera buns. You said where the Vieras are. Yeah, they're right here. They've been here the whole time. Okay, so that up there kind of looks like in Eorzea, Thanalan, maybe? Where the giant rocks are smashed around, or potentially Ishgard? Where is it that there's the yellow? I know that there's yellow ether in Thanalan. Maybe. That is art I would put on a wall. That is beautiful. One of Bahamut's Allagan keys smashing down. Okay, fancy cube of... I don't even know what. It looks very Charlayan, but no idea what that is. No idea where that is. Broken tower. Very icy and crystally. Nope, no clue. What's this? Oh, look, there's somebody there. Hello, dude. I kind of recognize that pattern with the crisscrosses. That's like a Garlean ship up there. I feel like we need to do Eureka. We're missing out on a whole bunch of stuff. That looks like Ishgard's spires, but it's all out of crystal. Maybe the Crystal Tower? An artistic rendition of the Crystal Tower, but again, different because they're only told about things. That's really pretty, though. Again, look at the silhouette of the guy. Very artistic. A world map. I wonder if this expands each time new areas get added, or if it will always remain just like this. Garlean. Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is that new? Does that tower look different to you? Because I think that tower looks different to me. I gotta go look at the old map and see if that tower looks different. Because I don't think there was like this flaming super spiky one. And how would they know to put a flaming super spiky tower in the middle of Garlean Empire? They updated that quick. They updated that quick. They never wanted to be behind. Constellation map. Airship designs. Oh, and it's an Ixal. I think that's Ixal Beastman, the flying Ixal. There's a map of Eorzea. Oh. Okay. Are we thinking an artistic rendition of the fairies of the first? a Feoul slash whatever their king name is, or is this? Oh, it's kind of Heidelin-ishy, or is it just art? But it looks very fairy. Okay, enough analyzing of the art in the room. But that I like doing stuff like that because it's all secretive lore. That's exactly where, if I was a game developer, how I'd be hiding stuff. The spoilers that you don't know are spoilers. Have a great night, Justana. Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Oh, is that Garuda? Yeah, it does kind of look like Garuda.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
Can we be the 100th?
The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it.
The beautiful tile work over back there. I love that.
And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
How to get to the moon. We're running to the moon. He's the Elon Musk of Eorzea.
And one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
Hey, it is the island.
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Thavnair.
Her
Nidana.
missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
But that's not on Eorzea. But I guess they had that in Kugane as well, right?
In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The Stradrap of Radzat-Han. Satrap?
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Braha! Oh, wait, sorry.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Krah's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
It would seem the obvious choice.
But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one. Given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
So we'll send Harshaphon.
It is quite the quandary.
And we'll go to Thavnair.
It is a great imposition and an altogether too common one. Our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
No, I'm not very politically minded. It's all right.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned.
Oh, we're going to try to do both. Nice.
As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
1 minute.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Just a little. 100 years of it.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Burn it all down.
Of course. The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair.
You coming, Estinian?
Thoughts? Objections?
Intrigue?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
Okay, interesting.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request.
It seems a bit strange that he passed through there.
Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
It's kind of like a new Rising Stones. A new but different Rising Stones. Oh, we got the chest piece. We'll hold off using it though until we get the whole gear set. We want to look the part for all of it. Oh, hey, level up, because we're back to doing MSQ. We actually get experience. See, Ishgard's over here, right? And it's the Rising Stones in Mordona is all in the center of Eorzea. Why would Estinian go all the way over here to then go all the way up to Garlemald? Unless it's like he was coming maybe down here from Lunsa Lominsa, then he was taking a boat around, and on his way up right through the middle, he's like, let's stop into port here and grab something to drink and eat and rest up before then continuing on our way up that way. Maybe. But I guess it depends on if he's traveling by boat or airship. But, oh man, we got two different choices to make. We'll figure that out. And actually, I'm going to be a little bit silly here. And I'm going to cut the stream here. I'm going to go say goodnight to the boy, but I know that my voice is kind of cutting out, and I know that I've been chopping the... it's sneakier that way. I know that I've been kind of chopping the camera in and out because I've been blowing my nose and just kind of taking care of things on trying to be sneaky about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream a little bit early tonight, and what I'll make a decision on which one we start next stream with, and then we'll continue the story there. I am very strongly tempted to do the Thavnair one because that one sounds awesome, but I don't want to rush into that if we're going to do some research, and Y'shtola is always awesome. Wait, Graha's over here? Oh man, me and the boys? Or are we following Graha? Me and the boys? Or Graha and Y'shtola? That's a hard decision. That's a hard decision, but I think I'll make that next time. And maybe we'll actually start next stream with Eureka and then jump into all this sort of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna call things early here. So Eorzea probably does no trade with Garlemald, so they stopped at Raz for a new boat. Oh, that's very possible too, Karinika. Very possible. Yeah, it was just interesting where he was like, I stopped there on my way in. But I love all the little lore bits. I love the different like art, Garuda, beautiful, beautiful artistry. Man, this right here of the Allagan key is so cool. All the people who worked on the art for this place is just fantastic stuff. So thank you all for coming out. I know it was a bit of a shorter stream, but maybe that'll make it easier for those who missed it to be able to catch up. So if you haven't joined the Discord, ask in the comments. I'll give you a link, and it should be in the description of the video as well. But I will see you all for a very... No, Eureka's the long quest line? Well, maybe we'll do it anyway. Who knows? I mean, it sounds fun, and I really want to learn about it, so maybe we'll take a pause. We'll see.